What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of news, nerds, and special guests on the show, our friends with the Five-Sided Fates. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Over there's Jerry, there's Camber. Welcome back. We missed y'all being around here.
Yeah.
The couch didn't change. I know we promised there was going to be a new one, but that didn't happen.
No,
Sorry.
we were lied to.
Sorry, I do that.
For the first time.
False
I
advertising.
demand better next time. I will not come back without a new couch.
Damn.
Well, also, we have Cass back on the show this week.
My name's Cass.
No. Cat. Cat's here. Anyway, I'm Jason the X. Over there's Cord, turning the knobs, making everything look pretty and sound great.
I'm not working the sound, so do not perceive me.
Oh, that is no. We have other sound engineers going.
Disembodied arm.
Yeah,
Yes.
an arm.
Just everybody's like, Jason's wrong about that.
Yeah.
If Jason said it, he's incorrect.
I'm starting to feel bullied here, man. Okay, anyway.
To bully is to love.
Yeah, sure. That's
Bullying is my love language.
what my mom said. Anyway. But welcoming y'all back to the show because we do want to talk about, this little thing that y'all did just a couple months ago. It was a lot of fun,
Couple months ago, it was
I can't give me
literally
that, it's mine.
literally a year.
Literally.
It was a year.
Literally a year ago.
Oh yeah, because my memory's like popped
Yeah.
up. Anyway, but we're talking about the next installment of.
Yeah,
I thought it was upside
it was
down
not.
for a second.
You had it. You had
because
it
there
wrong.
was a barcode up here. It's like, wait a minute. It's good. But FateCon Part 2, the Fatening.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Electric Fataloo.
Turn it this way. There you go.
Fataloo sounds
the
like
camera,
an
it
old
usually
timey
works really
like
well.
instrument.
You want to hold this?
Yes.
There you go. Fine.
Less cool than an ocarina.
Yeah.
First off, I got to tell you, I told y'all off camera, I like this year's color. This is
Yeah.
my color.
Yeah, this is a good vibe.
Where's my shirt?
We haven't ordered them
Be
yet.
here in September. Have you
We don't-
have you
yes.
pre-ordered?
Yeah,
a
have you
shirt?
pre-ordered a shirt? Pre-orders are up now on our website.
I went to Juilliard.
So you're poor? Or I don't understand what the reference means.
Yes, I buy action figures. I am quite poor.
Oh, yeah, Juilliard is what Alan Tudyk said when he was recording for Hey Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just say it as a joke.
Okay. He actually did, though.
Which also, y'all got me into Resident Alien. I appreciate that.
Hey!
I love the show.
Hey!
Freaking love the show. Anyway, but let's move on. We are talking about FateCon Part 2. Guys, we had such a great time at last year's FateCon. What are you wincing up for already? We had fun. I had fun.
Because she knows the only story that I have from FateCon.
That you got disintegrated.
I died.
You died
It was my fault.
horribly.
Don't
It
worry
was
about it.
great. But that was just
And Jason was late.
That was
Yeah.
Jason was late. Jason hates that day. Just I wanted to be there all day. But anyway, I still
had
got
to
there.
leave for a while to meet my brother's baby. But I came back.
An eventful weekend is
The fact that
I
you-
hear.
Very eventful.
Oh yeah, I'll meet your baby, this brand new kid, but I also got to do this con thing. I appreciate that kind of dedication.
I mean, she doesn't even like remember me
A baby?
barely at all.
Yeah, they typically
She was
don't.
a newborn
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
that point. So.
I assure you, it won't remember anything.
She said, "It." I love that.
That lump.
Yeah, so it seems worth it to leave for FateCon. FateCon,
she
other people,
screamed in the
you
car
guys
today,
remembered me, so.
Yeah.
True.
But last year's experience, y'all had so many DMs, so many games going. I got to participate in a game. Y'all had panels. Y'all had live plays going on the stage, vendors. It was a lot of fun. Y'all packed a lot of stuff into that convention center.
Yeah.
So guys, what is FateCon?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Kat.
First things fifth.
FateCon is a
Thank you.
TTRPG, wow, convention run by
Professionals.
the two of us. We're not a big
I
corporation.
actually don't know what camera
We
I
are
should be looking in,
I'm
but-
looking right there at that dragon drawing.
that one?
That
Okay.
looks like an airplane on the wall.
Yeah.
And so this year we're doing a 2-day event. It'll be a Saturday, Sunday, September 27th and 28th. So later this year, hopefully when the weather is beautiful.
Or raining or hot.
Or raining or hot or whatever. But it's
It's Texas. We
please
don't know.
tell me it's on your calendar. 'Cause if you
27.
I should probably,
Cass probably won't be there.
It says D&D.
I should probably set a
great.
reminder
Close
now.
enough.
Yeah.
We run a lot of D&D 5th edition games. This year we're also doing some non-D&D games. We're
Yes,
gonna do some,
we do have
we
some
have a
other-
friend who's going to be teaching some panels on Pathfinder and how to play Pathfinder, as well as some other games that
Do you
people
like Pathfinder?
I love Pathfinder.
Yeah,
She
our
likes
friend is like
Pathfinder.
obsessed with it, and so he was like, "Can I give a panel and like teach people how to play, and then like run some one shots?" I was like, "Please," because I don't know how to play it, and you always hype it up. So some of that. We'll be doing panels from people. In theory, SCNS is doing a panel there.
In theory.
That they haven't signed up for
We're
yet.
doing a panel on why the two of us hate Pathfinder.
Great, that'll be a good.
It is true.
It's the duality of man. Do you
We
like
had
that?
The theme this year is duality.
Oh,
That is, yeah, actually our theme.
so yeah, we can have the two panels.
And then I'll talk about how Pathfinder is wonderful and everyone should play.
Yeah, I'm not opposed
Only
to it. I
if
just
you
never
don't
have.
want them to keep playing TTR or TTs.
Yeah.
You want to play one and quit. We also have live action sword fighting demonstrations from our friends at
Those
the
people were crazy.
SCA.
Yes.
They're doing like full metal swords, real armor,
Actually hitting each other.
actually hitting each other. It's not like LARP foam. It's like
No.
legit real stuff, and they will let you hit them with their swords.
You just
they
have
will
to sign
put on
a waiver.
armor, and they will let you hit them. And hopefully, we're going to be expanding upon a little bit of what they're doing. We're hoping to get some like of the other crafting type things that they do, like the loom weaving and paper making and stuff.
I
Do you
think
want me to
pottery.
teach people how to juggle?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That
I know
sounds
how to
fantastic.
juggle.
We want to do
I-
like a little Ren fair out front. 'Cause
Yeah.
we have a whole little patio area
courtyard.
outside of the convention center. So
I took a college course called Stage Combat and Circus Skills.
Can we
I
throw
bet you
tomatoes
did.
at Cass? That'd be nice.
I offered to try to get the OG tomato guy.
At
You
OG
know, who
tomato
we're
guy.
talking about, the
Sean.
famous OG tomato guy.
Sean Sheldon.
To
love you, Sean.
come. I told him I would provide him a space if he wanted to let people throw tomatoes at
Aw.
him. So we'll see if he is
Oh, still on the table.
if he's
Okay.
in. Yeah. So I haven't actually asked him about this. He's currently
Doing tomato stuff.
doing tomato stuff for
that?
Scarborough
I mean, you
right
would
now.
assume
time of
so.
year.
That time of year. But anyway, so we do all of that kind of stuff, and it's a really fun 2-day event. We have a lot of really good DMs and a lot of really good players, and it's a lot of fun.
Vendors.
And, oh yeah, and
D&D
vendors.
specific vendors.
Yes.
Yes, themed vendors, not
Themed
just
vendors.
We are very particular with the vendors.
No one's
that
gonna
we-
sell you Sensi. No one's gonna sell you Sensi.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
Thank
that.
Yeah,
goodness.
we are hand selecting really good vendors so that people have a really curated experience. That's kind of the whole point. Is like we wanted to bring. I feel like the community that D&D had prior to the pandemic, and then everyone started playing online, and then no one was playing in person again. And I hate playing online, so I said, how do I get as many of my friends into one room to play D&D?
I rent a
I
building.
rent a building, and then I start a business, and now we have FateCon.
I'd say you're pretty successful with
So-
getting enough people in that building.
Yes,
Adam.
so we are succeeding. So last year was our first year, and it went really, really well.
Uh-huh.
Really good.
So I'm super excited to do it again. I think it'll be even better this year.
So lessons learned from last year going into this year.
Don't plan it on
Easter.
We accidentally planned it on Easter weekend. That was not. We legitimately did not realize that until we'd already paid money for the
I
building.
think someone else told us it was Easter.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
like,
fact
oh,
that
like,
y'all
whoops.
still
So he
pulled that crowd on Easter was impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so a lot of people, and also 2 other conventions ended up putting their conventions on that date after we had already planned
Oh
ours.
yeah, those guys. Let's screw those.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it was
screw
like,
those guys.
oh, so other people are obviously going to go to their cons because they're, well known, and we're not. But once again, still the amount of people that we got showed that, people wanted to be there, and that
Oh, yeah.
we will have an even better turnout this year, for sure. So it was super fun. So I feel like that was a big one. And just, I don't know, the planning aspects of it, I feel like it's going to,
It's so much easier this time than
yes,
it was last
it feels
time.
a lot smoother because now we've, seen it happen once.
Your feet are wet.
Yeah,
you're
so I
good.
know exactly, I can picture in my mind what it looks like to have 20 tables of D&D going and people doing panels and there being vendors, but it still is stressful when you've never done it and being the ones in charge. It's because we do so much stuff with other conventions, when we're talking to people, we're talking to 7 people down from the people at the top. Obviously, we're never having a conversation with people in charge. But for our convention, if you're asking a question, you're asking one of us, the people in charge who are doing everything. So I'm wanting everyone to have such a good time. So I'm stressed over trying to plan everything. So everyone has
Have fun
the
or
best
I'll cry.
convention ever.
Can I be honest with you? I've been to a lot of first-year conventions, and y'all are one of the best first-year conventions I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I'm being very honest with y'all. Usually first-year conventions are
A wreck.
a disaster that somehow goes off.
Yeah, you didn't stop halfway through, so you're better than the New Year's Eve one from a few years ago.
Oof. Burn.
So just
They
from
deserve
and
the
a-
burn.
They
The people
do, yeah.
in it actually deserve the burn. They were good people.
But just from an attendee standpoint, the organization was very good, which I think that's 60% of the battle.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just not biting off more than you can chew. Understanding what the scope of what you're capable of. That's what we've been talking about working with other conventions that are very large and do a lot of stuff. And it's I just feel like they've outgrown what their capabilities are, but they are making so much money they have to just keep going because it's a money grab for them. FateCon is not a money grab for me. I'm not in it to make money. I'm in it to provide a service to the community, which is come play
discussed that
D&D.
earlier.
I want to teach people to play D&D. I want more people to get into it. I want more people to
want
find
everyone in a room
community.
in cute little costumes playing D&D. That's all I want.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even talk about cosplay. We have a cosplay competition.
I gotta get a cute little costume.
Because we are
Gotta get a cute little costume.
we are cosplayers.
I'll let you borrow some stuff.
Yeah.
I love the costumes. I mean, yeah, I did the MC, but I actually love seeing people's work
Yeah,
and
that's-
talking to
We
them
did
about
about 3/4 of the MC.
Yeah, I got
The amount you were there for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I promise it's not gonna happen.
But I love just
I
to
do
see people
promise it's not gonna happen.
like in costumes playing D&D,
It's
like
so
dressing
fun.
up as their characters or pirates or whatever thing, and like getting to just like walk around and see people having a lot of fun. Like I lived for people to have fun doing an activity that I also enjoy doing, such as D&D. So
And I made friends out of that con too. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
that's I love to hear that people being like, oh, I'm playing in an online game now with all people I met at FateCon, or like, oh, I started going to this like local game shop because I met people that also play there, and now I have so it's like that was literally the purpose. Is like I went to a bunch of game shops and they all talked about how no one plays D&D in person anymore post pandemic because it's just like been hard to get people back in, and I'm like, what would it take for me to like get DMs in this building and get so it's just wanting to build that community with other people, and yeah, that's all I care about.
You've definitely done a good job of making yourself known to other D&D factions in
Yeah.
the DFW area. That
Yeah.
I was surprised just to walk in, somebody had the poster up. Oh yeah, I know these guys. Like, oh,
Or just, you
Cool.
walk around and people are just wearing the shirts. Like, we did
There's-
not tell Jason to wear the shirt today. He did
Yeah.
that of his own free will.
Look, I'm gonna be
he
honest.
didn't know we were wearing these.
this is a very soft and nice
It's
shirt.
a nice
Like,
so
like I
nice.
said in
I
our
want
Discord,
one
we
so
even
bad.
so
if we're
nice.
not known for having the greatest D&D convention in the world, we are known for having the best D&D convention T-shirts
Yeah, I'm
because
sorry.
they are so good.
And the logos like stay through washing and everything. It's
Yeah.
I'm ready for my blue one. I will pre-order that though.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Now,
great.
so last year, I mean, there's really no criticism I can make of last year. I'm pretty sure y'all can beat yourselves up all day. But what's new that's going to be there this year? What?
It was in Arlington.
That was your
That's
criticism.
it's the
but-
center of DFW. No
And I
one
know
can
that
complain.
It's not the center of where I live.
That's an hour and a half.
Well, it's
That's
about,
it. That's my only.
I live 30
15
minutes on the other side of
Yeah,
that, and I'm
yeah,
here
yeah.
right now. So
We're literally at that location because it's right by my house, and everyone who works that event is my family.
Yeah.
So we get to have a local convention.
You gotta love having a supportive family like that. Your
Yeah,
family is pretty
absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah,
You're-
they're great.
we will
definitely-
still have the grandmas will still be there. The two little
Sweet.
old ladies that sat at the front. They're
Yeah, so
doing
many
it again.
people have asked if they're
They've
coming back. So
requested.
yes, I formally invited them
I feel like
when
they're
I
gonna
saw them last weekend.
pat me on the head and like give me a piece of apple pie.
Yeah,
or something.
Or
They'll,
those
they'll
little
just
strawberry candies.
Something
I
they'll
love
just
those.
pull out their quilts and they'll be quilting while they check people in or something because they're that's all they do all the time. So
I mean, you had a good mix of vendors too. I
Yes.
love the D&D miniature people that were there. Like, I'm
I
going
think
to spend so
almost
much money.
every vendor from last year is coming back.
Oh,
Plus, we're gonna have more outside vendors
yeah.
and more in the hallway. So we're gonna have more vendors.
we're hoping for great weather that day.
I really hope so.
September, decent chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Texas, man. We don't know.
Yeah,
Decent chance.
I'm not gonna say anything out loud about the weather because it will jinx it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But yeah, we're also kind of like reformatting a little bit of like the structure of how you pay to get in. So this year is going to be like if like the center room, if you were there last year, the main center room where all the D&D was being played, you will pay to play D&D, but you will not pay to attend the rest of the event. So
Really?
like if you want to come in and shop the vendors, you can. If you want to come in and watch the panels, you can. If you want to sit outside and watch the sword fighting, you can. Like I don't really want to charge to do those things. I really just want people to pay to play D&D.
But no,
I want
you're-
people to come and experience the community, even if and hopefully when they're there and seeing how much fun everyone else is having, then they'll want to come learn how to play and get involved. But I that was something that I kind of was trying to figure out last year how to do better. So I think now I have a better system of that. So I
pretty sure
just want
vendors
people
will
to
appreciate
be
more
there.
foot traffic. so-
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and I just want that's why like our vendor prices super cheap because I want vendors to make money at our event. I am not selling spots to vendors to pay for like once again, I don't want to make money at this event. Like I just want people to have a good time. I want my vendors to make money. I want people to get to play D&D.
Well, clearly you did something.
Like-
They're coming back, so you
I know, yeah.
all
like,
of our vendors said they made money last year. On,
Nice.
I think almost everyone said they broke even, which I mean our tables are only $50, but by Friday, the first day, they all broke even. So
And also, you're getting
Nice.
yourself out there, and people can see
Yeah.
what you do. So you're
yeah. And also we are the only convention in the country so far that I know that pays our DMs to be there.
That's true.
Now that I've gone to things like Gen Con, like these bigger events, like they give free badges, which, once again, if a free badge to Gen Con is worth a whole lot more than a free badge to our convention, because that's a huge event. But at the same time, like, if you're a gaming convention, you are making money off of people playing in the gaming room of your convention. You are making money off your DMs. I want my DMs to get money for that. Like, that feels wrong for me to make money off of them and them not get anything out of it, so...
So we didn't
Paid
make money. We
DMs.
didn't make any money last year, but the DMs did.
Yeah. I lost money because I paid my DMs, and I have no problem with that, even a little bit, because I want my DMs to make money, and I want that to be a thing that all cons should be doing. If you're a con and you're listening, pay your DMs.
Pay people.
I thought you were calling one out particularly when you said all.
Oh, I
was like,
could.
No, there are friends.
I could,
No.
but I
You
won't.
know who you are.
You know who you are. So, that should be the norm.
I got stuck in, hey, I volunteered to DM at AllCon.
Yeah.
But it was really just for fun, and it was your guys' game, and I had a blast.
Yeah.
DMing that.
Yeah,
and
that was fun.
Oh, Speedy RPG. I was like, we ran games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speedy RPG.
It was
Yes.
like 10 p.m. I was so
yeah, when
tired.
you were like, I do not want to run a
Yeah,
game.
well-
Kat was like, do you want me to do it? Like, yes, please.
Jerry kind of hung out for the first one to make sure
I
I was
wondered.
okay,
Yeah.
basically, and then saw that I am an unhinged DM.
And then I just...
Which
And then
Speedy
you're
RPG
like,
is
"Whee!"
perfect for.
Fly
It was
away.
built for that. So yes.
We
Yeah.
had fun in our D&D game too,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that footage ever got recovered. Oh God! Ooh.
No.
Curse you, technology! That
Watch
was
out
so
that
much fun.
the file path, if you're recording on OBS, watch out that your file path has enough room to store the video footage.
Oh yeah, scratch this.
Oh.
If you don't,
Oh.
they're gonna.
So that one shot didn't get recorded?
It got recorded, the file got corrupted, and it was
So did it go up live though?
No.
No.
it
Oh, we
wasn't-
weren't living it?
Nah, there wasn't enough
from that
bandwidth
room,
in it.
Oh,
which
okay.
didn't have the Wi-Fi.
I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if we did or not.
Yeah.
Bummer.
But,
I'm glad
yeah.
I didn't sing
Yeah.
because then it would have been lost
A
to time.
waste.
Everybody was clocking me as a vampire, and I was just a normal ass human.
Which is
You're over
hilarious
there
because-
drinking blood.
What's a vampire?
Literally licked my arm.
I could not believe that I got away with it the whole time. It was so
I was just
incredibly.
playing, like-
Especially when like someone was like, "Oh, it looks like they could have a bite mark," and
That's-
everyone looked at you, and I was like, "I'm getting away scot free, suckers!"
I caught on eventually, and I was like, yeah, sure. Keep eyeing my busted Miss Scarlet, which
Yeah.
is all I was.
I love when I'm the most normal person in a game. That's
You went
I
to
feel
jail.
like Jamie's pretty normal.
Did go to prison.
that was
He
messed
did
up.
sniff the floor.
Anyway, back to this thing over here. So, okay, so we can expect some of the fun that we had last year. Just
Absolutely.
All
Yes.
right, I want to go to that. But y'all are doing some other stuff. You've always had kind of a partnership with the Fan Expo people who have a pretty jam-packed show they're announcing this year. But y'all are going to be doing stuff with Fan Expo this year.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll be back doing the Fan Expo. I don't know what they're gonna. I feel like every year they give it a new
They
name,
do.
like the D&D Tavern or the gaming setup or the I don't know.
gaming
It's one of the most
Lounge.
popular rooms
Lounge
at that
or whatever.
con.
A bunch of people hanging out playing.
A bunch of people hanging out
Yeah.
playing D&D. Yeah, so it is definitely they.
There's a lot of
I
foot
loved,
traffic for that
what,
room.
2 years ago when there was like a lady standing at the door, tally marking how many people came in and out of the room as like I guess
Oh,
I guess
really?
they were doing that to a lot of the rooms to see like what rooms are
Makes
most
sense,
important,
yeah.
and they gave up. After one of our panels, they were out there and they finally just like put it down.
One of the
and
panels,
they
I
just
had to
left.
stand outside the door and physically not allow people in because we were at fire marshal capacity
That
for
was
the
the
room.
smaller one, right?
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
just like, you cannot come in here anymore.
Yeah, so I think this year we might be having different rooms to do panels.
Panels are in a different room.
so that we don't have to all
So,
try to cram
game in
into
one
the
room.
D&D room, which would be great.
Which
So
will be,
worked
it's
out
like a
for
mini
Definitely
FateCon.
make room.
Yeah.
Huh?
It worked out for actually having it in a different room.
Oh yeah, that
than
room
D&D
packed
room.
out for that.
And
one.
we packed out that room.
yeah, so yes, we'll be doing games, panels. I'm hopefully building an entire new set, like photo set backdrop.
Those are real popular.
So that's my plan in the next couple of weeks is to
We need to
start
find time.
getting that together. Yeah, I don't have time to do any of this, but I will be getting together that too. So all the fun that we typically do at FateCon, we'll be doing it at Fan Expo.
It's never disappointing foot traffic when y'all hold that
Yeah.
event in there.
Yeah, we are definitely packing out that place. So
We are gonna be on the first floor. Last year we were on the main floor, like right by the entrance. We're
Right.
gonna be back down in what I like to call the basement, which is technically the first floor. So
Y'all like that room better than
I
the...
do.
Cozy.
Really?
We were too close to the entrance last year,
Yeah.
so people would walk right past us because they were trying to do literally anything.
like we were the first thing they saw, so it was like,
Oh,
I
I'll
want to go
come
in
back.
there.
Yeah, and then they
Mm.
never. You basically have to go to the exit to get back to our room. So I was like, I actually don't want to be there again.
You're
It's also
right. It
nice
is kind of
for it to
away
be a
from
little bit
everything
quieter
a little
outside
bit
if you're trying to play D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can be
Yeah,
down.
we were kind of down tucked away, but still people knew we were. I mean, I feel like enough people knew we were there because we still sold out. We filled every single game, every single table, every single session. So it's not like we had a shortage of people coming to play. So
Yeah.
I mean, D&D is alive and well. You gotta love it.
yeah,
I mean, you're the first room that I go to, but that's also just because I want to say hi and hang
Yeah.
out
Well,
and
yeah.
maybe drop off my stuff.
yes, please
do
come
that,
by and
yeah.
say hi, and you can change into your costume in our closet.
Yeah.
The shame closet.
Yeah, as we typically do there. So yeah, so that's very fun.
Now, there's another event y'all talking about doing, but I don't know if y'all want to talk about them just yet. It's one of
not
our favorite
confirmed.
events.
I know. It's like, is it confirmed? It feels confirmed in my heart.
It's
but-
confirmed in my heart.
They're doing DreamHack. So.
Yeah, we're doing
Yes,
DreamHack.
I'm
We talked about
fairly sure we're doing DreamHack.
Like
so
95%.
I mean,
A similar thing we'll be doing.
because DreamHack desperately needs a D&D space.
Yes.
They do. It
They've
sounds
got a
like
lot
it
of-
sounds
a lot
like
of other
last
gaming.
year they had one, but it was very small and kind of like in the
Yeah.
concession stand court.
Yeah, it was like by
What?
the food court.
I
the
never
DD
found
because the
it.
DMs were complaining that
Oh.
people were like taking their tables to eat food, and they were like, no, we're playing
It
D&D here.
was. Yeah.
So I've never been to DreamHack, so
Outside
I don't
of
know
the
the
long,
layout.
that
but-
long hallway was where it was.
But it sounds like this year they're going to be in the same place we're doing it at Fan Expo, I think.
Yes,
like
it's
in
the same convention
area.
center,
Yeah.
except they
but the
rent
same,
out
like,
the whole thing
yes.
because
Which is
they
dope.
know
They
that
rent
they
out the
need
whole
it.
Seems
thing.
I'm
insane.
gonna jump onto my soapbox real quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm mad that Fan Expo never gets both sides of the Kay Bailey Center, and it's a much bigger convention than DreamHack, and could benefit from the space. And DreamHack gets the whole building, like they get the whole Kay
From
Bailey
the-
Center, and it's perfect. There is not overcrowding issues. I can get to and from places without choking to death on body odor. The building isn't overheated because of capacity. Fan Expo, please, for the love of God, I don't care what you have to do.
You know what's even worse? There's another convention the same weekend as Fan Expo at the Kay Bailey.
That's in the other half.
Wait, what?
So
Yeah.
parking is
convention
going
is
to be
that?
horrific.
They always do. There was a wrestling one. I'm pretty sure there was a
There was like a
There was a
spa
cheerleader competition at one
year,
point.
They
like
had
a-
the
like a
dentist
wellness-
convention that
the
one.
dentist convention.
Yes, they had the
This
Yeah.
year it's at least the Oddities and Curiosities one.
Oh, they're doing it at the same place.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of
Oh.
crossover.
So we
with
can
A lot of
that.
crossover.
sneak in.
Oh, so
I know
can't
where all
do
the
Fan
back
Expo anymore,
rooms,
sorry.
like, I know
Like
the back
seriously,
hallways.
I'm gonna
I
sneak
can
in.
do it.
Yeah.
I literally
I mean,
brought
I'm gonna
you a
pay for a
skull
ticket.
today.
I know.
Whereas DreamHack was running at the same time a drag competition, the Dimension 21 shot, and an Overwatch League tournament, and
Yeah,
it
there's
still
tons
wasn't
of
crowded.
esports, and they're also doing like Magic and Pokemon,
Yeah,
like
the
all
whole
those
Magic
like
room.
card
Yeah,
games.
that's
So, and that's what
stupid
like
card
because
game.
I was like googling like how many people go to DreamHack every year because I've never been, but obviously it must be more people than Fan Expo because they use the whole event. No,
Oh.
Fan Expo has more people that attend, but they only use half the space. So I was like,
squish people.
yeah.
in.
So I do feel like Fan Expo should expand out, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Rent the whole thing, all of it.
DreamHack was the beginning of my inevitable being sucked into Magic the Gathering.
I already did that and got out of it.
I can't afford
I
Magic.
couldn't
play
afford. I couldn't
Pokemon,
afford it anymore.
And now Pokemon is becoming not very affordable. So.
My little game pod is very aggressive about wanting me to play, so far I haven't had to pay money. It's coming, but I already have like the deck and the
I played
win
mono
rate
white.
and whatever.
I loved mono white,
I have a mono green that's kicking
and then I
ass.
had a white green cat deck. All the cards were cats, and just generated more cats, and I just had so many cats. It was
And
not
I
good.
really-
It was just cats.
I'm into cool things like Dune.
No one cares.
Cool.
I know.
Nobody.
I'm well aware.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
of course,
I
it's like
pinball
sent
machine
you a
apparently.
I know,
picture
I know.
of the Dune
I
pinball
knew
If
this was
you
gonna
can
come
get
up.
me into
And you
pinball, that
didn't
is.
respond.
I was overwhelmed.
Yeah, and that's being made by a Texas company.
She did
That's
tell
being made
me
by Bros
about
of
it.
Fun.
I did. I
So
was
she
like,
read
we're
it.
doing
She just didn't respond to you.
Yeah, so I was very excited about that. You were literally the first person. I saw it and was like, text to Cass, Dune pinball machine. Are you into pinball now? Like, if I bought this
I still
machine, will
don't
you come to my
understand-
house?
I still don't understand it, but yes.
Because what really matters is the D&D pinball machine that I will be purchasing. And hopefully in time
Did
for
you think that
FateCon.
was-
I would love to have it at FateCon.
Oh, that'd be so
But
much
it's
fun.
whether or not I can get one in
There,
time.
there was a
to
nod.
bring.
I don't know what
I
the
don't know.
nod meant. Do you want me to keep talking about Dune?
No, absolutely not.
It never
I'd like you to
means
stop
that.
talking about
Anytime someone gives me a secret nod, I'm like, talk about Dune.
It never.
That's what it means in
anyway,
any
FateCon.
context.
It
You're at a
never means-
restaurant and they're like, give you a nod and you're like, so Dune.
Right, so
Yeah,
God
explain
Emperor,
Dune.
right?
Explain Dune, Camber. Explain anything about it.
No,
No.
no.
Explain Star Wars.
There.
Oh, hold on. I got you.
No, I made her watch one Star Wars before
I know.
we went to
No,
Disney
you
World.
are.
It's
Lame
watched
choice,
the
though. No,
Star
she
Wars?
made me tell her what I thought the trilogy was about, and I think I was incorrect. I don't think I mentioned the third movie at all. I think I only mentioned the
No,
first two.
no.
My full encapsulated knowge
It was wild.
did not. Yeah, it involved Pizza the Hut and a lot of other stuff. So
At some point.
That's like, so you're doing this con.
We are.
Like, what is the overall, like, what's next year going to be like? Like, I mean, I want all my friends to be successful at everything they do. I want it to be the greatest thing that ever, and everybody go, that person did that. I'll be like, yeah, I know that person. They're awesome. Like, y'all had a pretty good turnout last year, but what happens when it starts doubling up?
I don't know. I'm like afraid to have a large convention.
Yeah, but
I mean, obviously, I'll never be a fan expo. I don't want to be that big, but like, I don't know what comes of that. Like, I think in the beginning, like before we'd even done the first FateCon, I was like, oh, if it gets really big, maybe we'll just do 2 a year, but still the same size or something. And then maybe that will like, maybe I do it in 2 different locations, like this side of DFW, and then pick another side of DFW, pick another location, and do 2 smaller ones or something. But like, I don't know, because I think it could become bigger for sure.
Yes.
I think we could get bigger numbers, but I don't know. Renting a building is hard, you guys. That's the hardest
hardest
part.
part.
Is getting people to rent you a building, and I feel
We're
like
trying to
having
throw money at people, and they're like, "No, thank you. We don't want your money."
Yeah,
Like,
having to look for a larger building fills me with dread.
that's
So I
why
really like this location.
I love this.
I love Bob Duncan. It's a great location. Has a great outdoor area for us to do our like.
It's really
Ren Fair
symmetrical, which really
activities.
pleases me.
But you're gonna have to deal with people that had a good time last
I
year.
do,
And
I
they go
love
tell, hey,
symmetry.
I went to this con last year. I'm going again. Oh, cool. I'll go check it out too. There's gonna be some word of mouth up
Yeah,
traffic
I mean,
on this
please
year.
sell out our tickets this year. That would be fantastic.
So-
Sell out the building. No more spots for games. That would be awesome. And then I
Cool.
could then decide. Do we have to do more? Do we
Yes,
need
you
to get
do.
bigger?
I'm trying to get
don't
more
know.
D&D in my life. Okay,
Yes,
that's why.
I mean, I play so much D&D, guys.
We
Like,
play
I
too
would
much
like to say
D&D.
it's all. I wish y'all say. I just want more D&D. So, however I can get it, if
Or
somebody's
other
providing it.
TTRPGs.
Yeah, like Speedy RPG.
Speedy RPG is awesome.
Or other ones that I haven't played yet.
Hellfolk kind of slaps.
Give me that.
Yeah,
Hellfolk
I bought 2
does
at Gen
kinda
Con
suck.
last year, and I haven't played either one
What
of
are
them
they?
yet.
We haven't had time.
But we have to finish the game we're playing now, and then I'm going to play Memento Mori.
We're also going to go to Gen Con, but unofficially, we're just going.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Hopefully, Speedy RPG will be there.
Oh,
I'm working on it.
what's going on with Speedy RPG anyway?
Complicatedly.
Besides my kids like bringing their friends over and playing it all the
Yeah,
time.
I really want to do another few
Expansion
expansions.
decks? Mhm.
Yeah, so which might end up being another Kickstarter, and if I can get it at Gen Con, it might be the Kickstarter at Gen Con to then advertise it at Gen Con and sell what I have left. And
Can
do
I be the
another
first person on the
Kickstarter run.
Kickstarter?
No, I'm
again?
not telling you this time.
Oh, come on.
You backed it before I did. and
No, that was
rude.
pretty funny.
That's embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
What?
Like I was there for this. How did
Yeah.
We gotta get the bootstraps of Boomer lore in there somehow.
Yes, absolutely.
that sounds pretty good. Yeah.
I'm just trying to support.
So
I was just like, cool.
Do you have any ideas for expansions?
Expansions? It's a
Oh,
fun
for the
RPG?
ooh.
I want to do a sci-fi one. That's definitely on my list. I would love to do something sci-fi related, but I don't know any other options
I tried.
that I
I
haven't.
think if you're
already
talking
done.
straight expansion, you could do like NPC, vital NPC as a second DM card.
Vital NPC, like what? Explain.
You're saying
Like
you're about to put
a-
structure in something that I like being just loose and out of control with my
No,
kids.
like you could just say like who this. You could set up who a villain is or who a hero is, or the DM could decide whether they're hero or villain. Just kind of like the whole your wife
Oh, you
was
would add it.
kidnapped.
You would add it to the encounter.
Yeah.
You mean okay? Yeah.
Or was the one you did
As a
like
straight
your
expansion.
fiance was kidnapped and everyone decided it was all of their fiancés.
I
And they
let
were in a
them-
polycule.
I
And
let
I
them
walk in
vote.
halfway
I
through the
said-
game and go, what's happening?
I said it just says your fiance. I was like, I'm gonna let you guys, and it's
Interpret
not
that?
even a vote. You have to interpret. If all of you agree, it can be one person that's all of your fiance.
Look,
And
as
that's what they went
I
for, and I
played
was
it that
so
way, and I've also
happy.
played it where every one of them had a different fiance.
Yeah.
They had all been captured.
I gave
I've
them
played
the
that version
option,
too.
and they were
But if you
because
can
they
go
were
queer, go queer.
they're children. So it's
Yeah.
like it can be all of your fiance, and they were like, yes, it is all of our fiance, and she is a woman, and she is pretty.
Yes.
Done. Right.
I do sometimes love hearing my kids playing with their friends, and it's like the sheer unhinged gameplay that's happening. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that was the goal.
and it's like
The wild
almost
is
like you
better.
hear kids like, "Damn, shut up, y'all!" But also, they're just having fun playing it and being creative.
It's perfect for unhinged DMs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anybody
we haven't
who
had a
would
serious
put
game.
Sexy goblin question mark as the only thing on the back of their DM screen, this game is perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the goal, was for people who've never DM'd at all to make it feel really not intimidating, because it feels intimidating to DM in real life, a real game.
Yeah.
And so I feel like to just say like it only takes 5 minutes, like you only have to do like make up 5 things. Like you can make up 5
Even
things.
I
I
can do
believe
it.
in you.
And I
Please-
hate
please-
DMing.
Please come DM for us. I haven't had D&D in so long.
I offered.
hurting.
I told Cass I would DM for them.
Uh-huh.
That was a private conversation.
Give
Not-
you
We have
dab.
to finish.
We didn't
Now
talk about
on
that at all.
YouTube.
We have to finish this. Then we're making
I'm
hurting,
this.
Cameron. Help me
You're
out.
this. We have to finish that, and then we're gonna do some other stuff. But it's in the works, and we're gonna figure out
I'm
when
so
it
I
happens.
called one game.
I provide
one
snacks
game. I
for my
called.
DMs.
Yeah.
Well, good. I don't provide snacks. That's up to my
I-
players.
I provide
Yeah, I was
snacks.
I provide
snackless. I was
beverages.
snackless on
We're talking
Tuesday.
about
That's not
some
like
mini
starving.
arcs. We're talking about some one-shots.
Anyway.
We're talking about different DMs. We're talking about stuff. I'm
can-
trying to arrange some stuff.
We can
Alright.
talk about that behind the scenes.
Waffle House Apocalypse.
But anyway,
That's my.
God,
That's
Waffle
my.
House is the bane of my existence.
That's my pocket one
I
shot.
can't.
well, right now tickets are on sale.
Yes.
People can go to get them at
Yes.
FateCon.com.
FateCon.com. How
I love
official
that.
is that?
Love it.
Or fate-con.com. Or
I'm not going to
five-sided
turn that over to y'all. Y'all are
fates.com.
welcome to have it. I just.
If you
feel
go to
bad.
our website, the fivesidedfates.com, that has our other events. It'll say like Fan Expo, DreamHack. If we do any other events, I'll probably put Gen Con on there eventually. Just if you want to come say hi to us, I'll make you a bracelet that says Fates on it.
Mine
and
says
give it to
least
you.
ugly princess.
I love
That was a quote.
All I saw was the word ugly. I was like, this is
I love that you're wearing jail lizard.
I
I
love
wore
jail
jail,
lizards
I wore
so
jail lizard
much.
the other day. I
Yeah.
had one the
Dungeons
other day.
and Dragons.
Yeah,
The
jail-
B-list version is Jail Lizard.
Jail lizard is one of my. I wear it
I'm
all
so
the
sad I
time
don't have
because it
mine
makes me
anymore.
laugh every time.
Would you like to be the
Right?
least ugly princess?
Did it break?
No, I lost it all the
Remember-
time.
Did.
My friendship bracelet.
I'll make
I
you
was
an- I'll make
throwing
you another
balloons
one.
out,
Poofball.
and
Oh,
it flung off my wrist, and I watched this girl just grab it and catch it. She's like, "Ooh," and I was like,
It's fine.
I'll make you another one.
I've been told I need to make you a version of this one with a CAT.
Oh yeah, that'd be
It
good.
says cat DM.
I am
"Glad y'all able to get
usually a cat.
FateCon.com." Oh,
So
They did want like a lot of money for that.
Hey,
before.
we waited and we got it at a good price.
I did. Yeah.
Glad for you.
Now we are official FateCon. Haha.
Right on.
Glue it to my knee.
So go get your tickets, apply for any panels. If you want to be a DM and get paid to do the job,
Come hang out with us.
Coming out.
And
all
you
in
can
it.
join our Discord, and that's where you get the first
I've had a taste
in
of that chaos.
scoop of like when we're doing events like Fan Expo and different things. If you want to be like the first to be able to sign up and before we fill up, join our Discord. That's where all of the secrets get revealed first.
And the out of context quotes, which is the only reason I even like Discord. So I just like posting the weird things we say during D&D.
Oh yeah, I joined it.
Yeah, you never
You
talk.
said that like you're lying about it.
No, I did.
You did
And
say
then
that like
I
you were lying.
immediately forgot. I don't look at Discord that much.
I hate Discord. It's the worst. But because I'm a business owner now, I have to have
When people use
Discord
it.
for you young people.
Business.
They are quite bougie in their Discord stuff.
Yeah, for all you
Alright,
youngins.
Okay.
Cora set up our Discord.
I'm the
It's
youngest
very,
person
it's
here.
very
Sorry.
It's so bare bones and boring.
good. Anyway, so FateCon coming September 27th, the 28th.
Yeah, it has.
Come join us, have some fun, play some D&D, roll some dice, buy some stuff, and have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the event. I had a lot of fun. I plan to be there all day next time.
And if you don't know how to play D&D and you're intimidated by the idea because you think, I don't want to go to a convention, there's all these people that know what they're doing, and blah, blah, blah. We have a whole beginner room that's just for people who want to learn how to play. We'll teach you how to make a character, teach you how to play your very first one-shot. Super laid back, super friendly.
Come one, come all.
Yes, it is like
My mother-in-law, who has her
Oh?
doctorate in history, is gonna teach people how to play D&D.
yeah, we have several DMs who love to teach new people, and they will be there to help you learn how to do that. Because I mean, D&D is something you have to learn hands-on. Like building a character, all that stuff. When you look at the handbook, it's like that's a lot of words I don't understand. So coming and playing a hands-on session with other beginners, it will not be intimidating. Please come play, everyone.
Well, we're going to be sharing everything that y'all put out. We want people to come and have fun. And Corey, you going to be doing some DMing again?
I haven't signed up for it, but if there's still space,
There's always space.
okay.
We're in
well,
charge, so there's space.
Literally,
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
they're,
Or you can even be like one of our reserves DMs. So like if someone doesn't show up that day because they are failed at their job, then you can
If you need like a
Run
bullhorn,
in.
I have a bullhorn. I can.
I feel like I'm loud enough.
Okay.
I could reach every
The
person in
bullhorn's
that
a lot of
building
fun,
in
though.
any location by just yelling.
It is. Yeah.
I'm very loud.
No bullhorn in small spaces.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, FateCon.com. Go get your tickets and come out, play some D&D. Let's have some fun. Hoping for the best, guys.
Yeah.
Cool. Y'all want to do some news, or you want to just whatever?
I don't know what else happens on this show.
We do news and stuff.
We should
I'm
do
just
like
here now.
a run through of at least one story each minimum.
Okay then. You wanna
Cora
go
just
ahead and
really
kick this
wants to
thing
talk
off?
about her thing.
All right, let's.
And I want Cora
I mean,
to talk
oh,
about
you
her
want to
thing.
talk about your thing?
I just really mostly want to
You
talk.
really
I
about
want
Okay.
to talk about her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too.
they
I wrote
also
that thing.
they also want to talk about my thing.
There's D&D people.
I know she's been messaging
is.
me all day about it.
Like all of
All
them.
right, let's kick this
like
thing
all of
off with some super cool nerd news.
This is my line.
A game of D&D. It's a game of D&D.
Oh, Rose. Oh, I don't know. What the fuck, I don't know what happened, but
It's because you stole my line. That's
it
why.
may be.
I
maybe.
sabotaged it mentally.
I'm taking over first story.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain
There
now,
we go.
and it's all because I want to talk about dating everything.
Yay!
Yay, date everything.
I don't-
Is this a dream or something?
No,
Yeah,
so this is
so
this
I've never
is
played a
a
dating sim, so-
dating sim that we talked about during one of the Nintendo Live discussions.
Uh-huh.
It is a dating sim where you can literally date everything.
Define everything.
The description, as I saw it, your BFA in customer service unfortunately goes to waste as you lose your job to AI. A mysterious package arrives on your doorstep with magical glasses called Datavaders, allowing you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence and date everything. There are 100 dateable voiced characters that you can date, and I would like to mention my favorites here for you tonight. We have Johnny Young Bosch and Laura Bailey as Harper the Hamper and Dirk the Dirty Clothes Pile.
10 out of 10.
We also have, for you D&D nerds, we have Matt Mercer as Chance, the D20.
It's just D&D.
We have one that's a little more spicy with Erika Ishii
Oh.
as Benoit, the Benoit Balls.
What?
Which is also a moment for me to say
Not there. Sorry.
something very quick and that I just appreciate. If there is a character that is going to be a little more spicy and a little bit more of the adult content, your glasses will pop up and say, "Hey, just so you know, this is what's going to happen. Are you okay with that? You consent to it? Cool, we're going to keep going." If
Is there like an automatic accept for that one?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, I love that.
yeah,
It's 10 out of 10.
yeah, 10 out of
Johnny
10.
Young Bosch. Lelouch.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dante.
is your dirty clothes hamper. Or not hamper,
The
but the dirty
clothes
clothes.
The
inside
clothes
of the
in
hamper.
I
Oh,
have
Lush
so many.
from-
Hold on, I haven't talked about my
Geoff.
2 favorites yet.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Did
We
love
have
Code Geass.
Alex Lee, the main character of Solo Leveling, or the main voice of Solo Leveling, as XX Shadow Lord 420XX, which is the darkness behind your eyes when you blink.
Yes. 10 out of 10.
What the fuck?
I'm buying this game right
When
now.
they said
on Steam.
everything, they meant it.
And probably the best one, we have Sungwon Cho, Pro ZD, as your overwhelming sense of existential dread, named Doug.
Yes, I like to order one meteor.
No, we're all gonna
Large.
play this game.
Holy shit. No, I'm looking at the cast list.
Yeah,
It's so good.
everyone you've
What
ever
the
known.
fuck?
Hold on,
It
let
is
me pull this-
literally every
It's
single
everybody.
person.
By the way,
Everybody.
Song. What did you say? Song.
Sungwon Cho?
Someone show. If you've seen the anime guy
Yeah.
on TikTok, that's who she's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Senshi in Delicious in
It
Dungeon.
has Anjali Bimani.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
has
What?
Anybody,
It
everyone
has
in
Travis
Critical
Willingham,
Role,
Marisha
everyone
Ray.
in Overwatch, everyone
It
in
has
everything.
Troy Baker. It has Neil Newbon. It has
What budget
Steve
was
Liu,
for
Fred
this?
Tatasciore. Fucking Felicia Day.
I'm pretty sure Robbie
Raymond.
Damon is the
Damon.
producer.
Yeah, Robbie Damon's
Yeah.
like the one heading it, because I follow him and he's been posting like as all the voice actors have been revealed,
Ashley
and it's
Johnson.
everyone you know.
The love
What?
of my
Yeah,
life.
what?
Like, what
They're
the hell?
Grade
Yeah,
Grade
you
Griffin
basically
is in
Yes.
this?
you get to yes, you get to romance any of them
Troy Baker?
while
these
they're
people?
a hot character.
All right. I changed my mind. Yes, I'm gonna play this game only because I have wanted to date Ashley Johnson for so long.
Look,
Who doesn't?
I'm considering playing this
seriously.
game because of the sheer star power in it.
Yeah.
That's, and I just want to
This is
support all of
insane.
them. Like, these are all voice actors that I love and cherish. Absolutely, I will give them my money so that they can continue to do projects like this.
I mean, Lelouch can go straight to hell where he belongs. But Johnny Young Bosch is an amazing
Erica
one.
Ishii.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the
that's
big
what
one.
I'm saying.
Give me
Yeah.
that there.
Johnny Young Bosch was a childhood crush of mine, so I
Erica
don't want to
Ishii,
date a
our
pile of
BFF.
dirty clothes.
Our BFFs that we met in Jason.
J. Michael
Tatum's.
Tatum is in this?
Yeah. He is a sandwich named Michelin.
How do you know? Deborah Wilson is in this.
Yeah.
Legend.
Did you just ask how do I know this?
No, I'm just
we've
saying,
been,
how
we've
do
been
you
following
know so
this.
many?
This is important information we care
I
about.
am alarmed at your off-the-cuff knowledge of this
all the
already.
Jason, what's one
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like a
main sources of games that I play? Dating sims.
Obviously not
So
well
what does my
enough.
algorithm show me? Dating sims.
This is crazy.
Sorry, you're a fake fan.
Fake fan over
fan.
here.
Fake
To
fan.
be fair, I didn't finish.
All right, so
Are we
for-
gonna do another
Yeah,
playthrough of this where you
fans,
sit
we
over
know.
my shoulder and laugh while I do stupid
Oh,
stuff?
absolutely.
Because I'm sorry. Look, Dream Daddy was so much fun.
Before
Yeah.
I abandoned it.
All right, so for everyone interested, they have the current planned release date is June 17th of this year.
Yes, it's coming out soon.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they announced this about 2
Yeah,
years
it was
ago.
Oh,
supposed to come
yeah.
out Valentine's Day of
Yeah.
this year, and they ended up pushing it back because they
It
weren't quite
happens.
ready.
Mika
So,
Burton.
Yeah.
Love
Really?
Mika. You know what else Mika Burton is in? The D&D pinball
Mika
machine.
Burton is what?
Emily Axford.
You know who else
Emily?
is in the D&D pinball machine? Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance.
Wait,
Hell
what?
yeah.
Yeah, he is voices one of the characters.
Oh.
So when you
He's
get
a huge
super nerd.
nerd.
He's a super
He's
big
a
D&D
That's
huge
fan.
awesome.
So when you get the D&D pinball machine, I will also be coming to your house.
Yeah, I want to have like a D&D launch party when it comes to the house, invite all my D&D friends over and teach them how to play. Because when Matt Mercer is just like narrating the story to you, you're like, thanks, Matt. And
He
I,
just
and I
yells at you
play as
constantly.
I play as the wizard character who's voiced by Marisha Ray. So every time I do anything, I'm like, thanks, Marisha.
I think you broke Cass.
How are there different characters in a pinball machine?
When you start the game, you pick which character, and each character has its own class, and that
And
determines.
then there's a QR code, and you can like level them up.
Yeah, so you have an account, and you can. So
Uh-huh.
I'm
Do I
like a
have to
level.
be good
I'm
at
like a
pinball
level
to do
5.
that?
No, just
Okay,
as long as you
thank
play
God.
over and over again, you earn
'Cause I
XP,
suck.
and you can level up. So
Hey, I
This
got
game
you have
actually
to-
sounds pretty
You have to
amazing.
unlock Mika Burton. She's a bard, and you don't start with her. I have not made it far enough in the game to unlock her, so I'm assuming once I own the game, then I can.
See, this is what when I say
Play
you
a
have
lot.
to teach me that pinball is different from machine to machine. This is the shit that you have to teach me
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
But yeah,
very exciting.
that's Date Everything.
Wild.
And I am
Right around the
Did
corner.
not expect
Yes.
to care about that.
Right?
I know.
I don't care about dating sims, but I can. It's got to be good.
I normally
I forgot.
disassociate when she talks about dating sims.
I did
but
forget one
not
other
this time.
option. I don't remember who voices them. You can date the chat box, like the little text box that pops up.
Okay,
you can
I'm
date
out.
them.
I'm out now. That's it.
Love that.
We went too far.
No, we didn't.
You had me.
My,
We didn't go far
my question
enough.
is, do I have to like make a new game every time I want to date any or like
Is polyamory allowed?
Polyamory.
I don't know enough about dating sims to
If
know
I was
how.
going to choose a voice for the chat box, it would be Matthew Lillard.
From what
That
I
would be so.
from what I've
funny.
seen of the gameplay
But
that
won't it
they've
feel awkward
shown,
when you pick
there
somebody
is
else
like a
and it's not the
rotating
chat?
roster
I mean,
whenever
no.
you meet the characters. So I'm assuming it works on like a different dating sim that I play where you get to choose which route you want to go on after you meet everyone.
'Cause I can only imagine there's got to be like so much like the tree of the story has to be massive if there's going to be that many character options
Yeah.
because there's not usually that many in a dating sim. So.
No.
Yeah, of course.
insane.
In usual dating sims.
In the
you
common
only
dating
get
sims
to-
I play all the time, there are far less.
I can't wait to hear your unhinged
Sims.
review of this game.
That's
Just
the
saying.
game.
The
I
Sims,
played-
I don't think it's a dating sim.
You can
It's a
make
live
it one.
sim.
in it.
But date.
Which also
you
makes
don't
Baldur's
really
Gate
pick-
3 a dating sim.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
that's
also
that
makes
is
Assassin's
that's
Creed
why I
Odyssey a
played it.
dating sim.
Played
This
Baldur's
is the
Gate
guy
3.
from the voice panel at San Diego.
Oh
Who,
yeah.
what, huh?
The super queer one from
Oh.
X-Men.
J.P.
new X-Men.
Carliak was at
I forget who he voices.
San Diego
But you know who I'm
Comic
talking
Con
about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I just forget who he
voice
voices.
actors
Um,
panel.
I think it's Morpheus.
Yes.
It's
anyway.
Morph, yeah.
Yay.
That makes
Anyway,
sense.
So
Date everything.
Date Everything.
You're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Wishlist it on Steam so that you can be aware when it comes, out. and you can own it.
Jason, do you have a thing?
I do have a thing because something big for me came out today. A new trailer for Fantastic Four, which
Oh.
look, no, don't bring me down on this. I want this movie so bad. I'm loving everything I'm seeing so far with the alternate timeline. We get a true glimpse of the size of Galactus just casually strolling down the street. I like how they didn't do
Little
the
hat.
the little hat. Yes, I like how they didn't do like the slow step like a giant creature.
yeah.
He's just like
They just strolling.
yeah, exactly. I love the kids reacting to Ben Grimm, like, pick up the car, pick up this car, okay. And he just goes over and picks up a car and makes him happy. I love that despite the appearance, they're using a normal voice for Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to love that. Also, what's his name from Stranger Things? I was
Quinn.
I was wondering about his depiction of Johnny.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm in. I'm totally in. I want to see him and Ben going at it, like pulling pranks on each other.
Oh, pulling. Okay.
No.
Yeah, we went somewhere
Not
very
that
different.
bad.
All
But also
three of
we
us were
agreed.
Like, oh.
We were like, yeah, of course. Oh,
I expect Joseph Quinn's going to be pretty good in that role, like playing pranks on Ben. They need that relationship, and just his interaction with Sue, total brother-sister relationship.
Yeah.
This is, we were talking about it, the Fantastic Four are the first family of Marvel. And I have a good feeling about this one.
I feel
But
like
also-
you don't want to get your hopes up that high.
But also,
Third
there
time's
is just
charm.
this underlying sense of dread throughout that trailer.
There is.
Like, they're not going to win. Like, I feel like they're going to lose, and Reed's going to be like, I got to prepare for the next time
Yeah.
somewhere else.
That would be a very ballsy decision for
It's
the MCU.
very bleak.
Balls that they have not had in a very long time.
Yeah.
I think they may have dropped.
We'll
I would love
see.
that.
I'm getting.
I think Thunderbolts will tell us if their
Well,
if their balls have
Look,
dropped or not.
the trailer for Thunderbolts, where he
Kinda
is just
slaps.
ashing people in the street, like that's
like,
it, gone,
I think that's
gone,
gonna
gone.
be our test case. If Thunderbolts is good, then I think Fantastic Four has a.
I have high hopes for Thunderbolts, especially
I
with. I
don't have the hope within me.
But also,
Anymore.
I have this whole like they're the level of heroes they are. They're going up against the Void.
Yeah.
I do not see if we're doing a boxing match, the tail of the tape. I don't see them winning this fight.
Yeah, it's
Your
like
reach
Plastic
is not
Man
long
going
enough.
up against all the Black
He
Lanterns.
literally just, like waved his hand and 5 people turned to a dirt spot in the road. Like, Thanos would snap people. He's just gone. Just gone. You, gone. You, gone. But that's coming out before Fantastic
and that's
Four.
what I'm saying. I think that's our litmus test.
I think it would be good to actually give us that sense of kind
I
of
do too.
losing. Look,
I
Infinity
don't have
War.
any faith, but
Infinity War was devastating to
that's the
people
point.
in the
But the
theater.
point is, like, you have to do that. You can't keep having the strongest villains in
Yeah.
the universe, and then the good guys just beat them in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at some point, it's not scary anymore. Like Avengers, it was scary. Like that
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh shoot,
When-
this did not end well. Like we need more of that.
When Cora and I went to go see Infinity War, it was a completely different vibe. Leaving that, everybody was quiet.
Yeah.
Nobody was talking.
100%.
I leaned over.
It
I was like, ain't nobody in this theater happy. And she's like, no.
yeah, it
I
was
didn't think it went
rough.
hard enough.
I don't know. It upset my
Half
daughter.
the world could have been all of
how you
them.
go harder.
Could have been all of them.
I can see them having to get another shot at this, which would be a perfect introduction because we know from the chairs they're going to be in the Doomsday.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The chairs.
You
I don't
didn't
know what we're talking about. The chair.
The director's chair. Okay,
yeah,
yes.
the director
Okay.
chairs with the names on the back
Oh.
and everything.
I haven't seen the
Look at
trailer.
Kill's just skin.
I don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, now I get you're talking about the behind the
lineup of
scenes.
1,000 different chairs.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Galactus showing up on your doorstep saying, "I'm going to eat the planet," all the lights going out on the planet was like particularly terrifying. Like, I don't feel like this is a win. They're going to have to escape. They're going to have to survive.
Do you know how excited I'm going to be if everybody dies?
I mean, go hard or go home. I'm serious. I want that. But that was the thing. We got that bleakness, and then Endgame was, Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, then
finally.
you really got to build it back
Yeah.
up.
So
Yeah.
you got to lose to win. It's
Yeah.
exactly what you said. Like, yes, they're very condensed. A lot of the Marvel movies. I enjoy them for the pure comic booky just feel of them. But yeah, let's go with what worked, and I think that's where we're
Yeah,
going.
the win feels
Right.
bigger if the loss was also bigger.
Especially if they get to
This is
our
DMing 101.
Yeah.
especially they get to our universe and like start warning people, Galactus is coming.
I also just read the newest Hunger Games book, which is also the most
Oh,
tragic
yeah,
thing
we
I've
gotta-
ever
we
read in
gotta
my
A lot of
life.
people have been upset over that one. But anyway,
Really?
And so,
Better, is it like a prequel? It's another prequel,
image,
isn't it?
yeah, it's the 50th Hunger Games, which the original trilogy was the 74th and 75th. Their first prequel was
Did
like
they
number
do
5.
a better job than that bullshit movie they
Okay,
put
so
out?
here's the problem with the movie.
oh god.
Oh goodness.
It was actually great. You just didn't know what Snow was thinking the entire
Exactly.
time, which is the problem because the book you get to hear his inner monologue the entire time. Incredible. You watch
Are
the
you
movie.
a Twilight defender?
No.
I don't know.
Can I make
That's
one
a separate
last point
conversation.
before?
But I
fun
think, but as I was reading Songbirds and
No.
Snakes, I thought in my head, this movie is going to be so hard because they're not going to give us an inner monologue, and that is so key. I mean, that was more key in that book than probably any book I've ever read before.
The Twilight defender thing wasn't an insult. In Twilight, she has an inner monologue.
That's
And
true.
the movies
That's
suck,
true. That's true.
kind
Yeah.
of, for the same
Yeah.
reason.
So I feel like this,
So she sits there like
Yeah,
this.
and that's kind of the same thing that happens in.
like,
in the movie is-
everything feels like it happened so automatically. It's like, no,
Okay.
you didn't hear his inner monologue. Like,
And you don't realize how evil he is.
yes,
because
everything
you
that
don't know
happens
what
in
he's
his
thinking.
mind is like, oh, this guy is literally the worst person I've ever met in my
Okay.
life.
I want to
And-
read the book.
and
now.
they-
Yeah,
Yeah,
the book
I
is
want to
very
read
good.
the book
Very
now.
well.
There's,
Absolute horseshit.
I stand by the movie was horseshit.
Yeah, I
because
think
they
if
did
you
it
had read the
wrong.
book, the movie was good. But I went and saw it with a cousin of mine who had not read the books, and so I was like whispering to him, like in certain scenes, like, okay, this is what he was thinking, and he was like, oh man. I was like, yeah, like if you could have heard those words come out of like his head, it would have changed
but
the
if you're
entire
making
scene
the
for
movie,
you.
you
I kinda
have
wanted to
to
And that's the
Something
thing. It's like I think they
better.
should have
I just
done
had-
better in the movie, figuring out a way to convey that better because they really didn't.
And
I
this
would
is
have
something
it would
we've
have been fine like they
arguing
do
about.
the show You, where they do his inner monologue the whole time. That
You-
show would not be good.
I love
It
you.
turns it from a bullshit nonsense show to
Into
not
the
only a black
blackest
comedy,
comedy.
but yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
what they
the
need to
last
do.
season's coming out soon.
I
I,
love it. I love it.
really
So,
have liked
but-
you,
alright,
and I'm looking
This-
forward to it.
But yeah.
No, I'm gonna cut that out as like a review of the book and everything. But did y'all notice the release date for Fantastic Four?
July 25th.
It's San Diego Comic Con weekend. Stop doing these movies when the weekend everyone's out of town.
That happened last year.
is interesting.
too.
Didn't
They
they?
would
What did
do
they do
that.
on
Deadpool!
Deadpool? Came out.
It was Deadpool!
They had a viewing at
They
Con.
did.
What are you doing?
That
Stop
is
rubbing my
interesting,
leg.
though, that
Getting
they
more
would-
apple juice.
Yeah, that they would do it on a weekend that like
I mean, they have
All
the
the nerds
potential
are
to do
there.
more.
They do, but like none
Yeah,
of us
unless
could go
you-
watch it. We tried to go watch Deadpool.
Oh, no, it was sold
Wolverine.
out
It was
everywhere.
sold
We
out
tried.
everywhere.
well, of course, in that area for
In
sure.
San Diego.
Oh, yeah,
for
Yeah, there was
sure.
nothing. We were like, well,
Every
we're
nerd
done.
has traveled there. Thanks,
I
son.
do feel like we're
Exactly.
a bit bitching, like, as the people who have made
got
it in
to
a
go
cool
do the
way.
cool
Like,
thing.
it was very cool to be at San Diego Comic Con. It does feel odd.
I expect a larger drone show with the whole Galactus thing, which we kind of just totally missed.
By minutes.
yeah.
By minutes.
Yeah.
Trying to get an Uber. Anyway, now I've become that person. I saw that happen. I heard it.
Do you have a story?
Yeah. I'm done with Fantastic.
Me? I was looking at new ones to see if anything
I
more
was googling to
interesting
see
was
if anything
happening.
interesting happened.
Okay, so Apple TV just canceled its longest running comedy.
Jesus. Why?
I didn't want to talk about this in the light of everything, but it just canceled Mythic Quest, and I'm kind of sad about this. Mythic Quest was hard to attach to, but it was Ashley Birch's show, Rob McElhaney with Abed, and
Be careful, they're gonna drop
and it ended on a cliffhanger. But they're doing something really wild. They're gonna put out a re-release of the last episode. With
Like they're
an
reshooting it to
addendum.
like
Give it a better ending. I
round it
guess.
back
Which,
out.
if you watched Smash, nobody watched Smash. You can tell that Smash knew that it was the end when they made the last couple episodes. They kind of framed them to make sense, and I was happy enough. I'm really hopeful that it gets kind of an end, but at the same time, they can't do anything with the cliffhanger they had except put a button on it and be like, and they lived
it's
happily
fine.
ever
So,
after.
This is on my cat recommendation list of things to watch. But
I've
now,
never even heard of
You've
it.
never heard of Mythic Quest?
Never those. You said like I was going. I don't really watch Apple TV, but I'm sure I've heard the thing you're about to say, and then you said those words, and I went, nope.
I'm
gave you
kind
my
of
login. You
shocked.
can watch
Never
it.
heard of it.
Mythic Quest is a show about creators of a
the most
MMO,
popular.
the most popular MMO in the world in this fictional. So there's like cutscenes of kind of bad, clunky graphics
Love
of
that.
they're always working. It's mostly about the lead visionary and the lead programmer. And then it branches off into like the money guy and the play testers and all of these people. And it really is a solid comedy show, but it's weird.
Yeah.
And it exists purely for nerds.
All you recommend me is weird shows. I'm in Severance.
Severance is such a normal
Severance is
show.
so
filled
good. I
with,
just watched it. Cameron hasn't seen it yet. No
Yeah,
spoilers.
that's my starting it next.
I finished
With-
it.
I had a lot of
login.
With my
serious
login.
stuff I was doing
But
at
that
work that I
definitely-
could not. I had to pay attention
You have
to
to
my
pay attention to
work.
Severance.
Then I need to also pay attention to Severance. I was
Do
trying.
you want us to log in too?
No. If you get Apple, though, if you're getting her login shrinking.
I haven't heard of that one either.
Is
I'm not doing it.
criminally underrated.
Okay.
It is a comedy.
Silo. It's also on.
I want to watch.
Silo.
for
Not my
whatever
vibe,
the-
but I respect
Really?
it.
I love Silo.
We're watching Slow Horses as well.
I want to
Apple
watch the
TV
one that you
Plus
told me
is
to watch. For
Ted
All Mankind.
Lasso.
For All Mankind.
That's
10
the
out of
one.
10.
That's the one I really actually want to watch because that's
Lady
my
Astronaut.
that's my exact like style of show that I like, which is like our world but 1% different. That's like that's my favorite like genre.
I think like
is why I
Apple
think I'll like
TV
Severance,
is doing
too.
one thing right, and that's turning like most
taste.
technology
No, it's
companies
the- it's
keep
the
their
Neil Gaiman
hands
thing.
Oh.
in the filmmaking process. Apple TV Plus is not doing that. They're turning the creative over to creative
Here's
in a way
what-
that feels good.
Mythic Quest, though, are they within their last season right now, or
No, they finished it, and then
But it
they
hasn't
found
aired
out.
yet.
No, it aired. They're
Oh, this is
re-airing the
awkward.
final episode.
Yikes?
Are they gonna like cover up the episode that already came out, or are they both gonna be available to view from here on out?
I think they're going to
Choose your own
bolt
adventure?
on a couple scenes
Okay.
to where it ended, because where it ended,
Did you catch it this time?
oh,
we
it
wanna
was
kill
so
him,
close, but I think it went off.
No, there it is.
It was like a
I'm prepared now.
a new
Put my cup
hookup,
down so I can get 2 hands.
Yeah.
and so I think they're going to be like, and they stay together, which is actually kind of boring.
Yeah.
This is weird, but okay.
But the show's good, and Ashley Birch gets to be on screen, and I love Ashley Birch.
I do too.
Who doesn't?
I got to ask her questions about it at the panel last year, and it was like, about Mythic Quest. And she was like, yes, please. So,
She helped me play a
yes,
joke on my friend again. I love her for that.
she's dope.
Yes, she is.
And I didn't cry when I met her.
So that's
We
my
totally believe
story,
that.
Cass.
All right. Earmuffs for definitely Cat. Anybody that hasn't watched the original Avatar: The Last Airbender cartoon.
I don't care.
You haven't watched it?
No.
Are you talking about?
We're doing
what
a
we've-
whole
what
thing.
we've
Kat
heard
and I
about
are
Tom?
actually get to you in a second. Okay, so
What?
nope, earmuffs. So
Is this what we're talking about?
It's me!
God,
It's Jerry.
I
so
cosplay.
tough.
Oh,
Toph, I love her.
Maybe my favorite character from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, I love her tenacity. I love her. I love her being so young. And the live-action Netflix Avatar announced that they're going to change that. So she's going to be older and more feminine. Is the two things that they announced.
The whole point of Toph is
Which I was
little
like,
gremlin energy.
Tell me you
Why?
don't understand Avatar without telling me that you don't understand Avatar. This is akin to them announcing that they're going to remove Sokka's sexism. How do you have her arc while removing those aspects of her? She needs to be young. She needs to be a tomboy. And they said more feminine, which is not particularly helpful.
Yeah,
no
like,
one
what
likes
is-
to hear that
Like
phrase.
also, yeah. What does that mean? And also, it's not like we don't have other feminine women
I mean,
in
also,
my
Avatar.
limited knowledge
but
of this
it's not.
show
It's
is
not like they're
she
all
beats
men.
people's asses.
And
She
we
does-
have to
So
like.
I don't need
she's
feminine. I need her to
she's a
beat my ass.
WWE wrestler,
Yeah,
essentially.
she is.
That- okay,
yeah,
then-
like she's honestly the best
You-
fighter of everyone in the show. On
Okay,
top
you
of,
just sold me on
on
the
top
show
of
right
being
there.
the
You gotta watch the
Avatar.
cartoon.
Like,
She's the
top-
earthbender,
like-
and then she learns to like metal bend.
Yeah,
The
and then
first
she can,
person
the
ever.
first one ever. Yeah, so she like
so good.
So, like,
invents. Yeah, bending.
Anyway,
She's such a little brat, and I love her.
Yeah.
Kat and I are doing a series of. We are watching the live action. Kat has never seen it. You can actually. You're good.
Gasm.
Yes. Kat has never
Oh, you're
seen the
welcome.
original Avatar.
Been off the whole time.
I fell in love with the cartoon Avatar, and we're watching it together. And we're doing kind
The
of
live action.
the live action, and we are contrasting opinions. And there have been a couple of times where Kat's like, "Hey, this is wrong and bad," why would you do storytelling like this? And I can
I think
respond,
it's important to say
originally.
we don't flex this. We don't flex this. We're not trying to flex this. We've been in the film industry for 2.5 decades.
Combined, yeah.
So, like, I am a filmmaker. I'm a storyteller. So there's a lot of times where I'm like, this is wrong. Why is this wrong? Why is
So
this
you
wrong?
can tell something's off.
Yeah.
and
And
and it's because
It's
they
the
skewed from the source
easiest
material.
one
Fucked
to
it.
do
Yeah.
is animation references. They're references to very specific shots where I'm like, why is he running like that? Is that a shot? And she's like, yes.
And this is the show with the teenage fighters and they ninja run and stuff and have tournaments, right?
No.
Actually, yes,
yes and
but
no.
not the one that you're thinking of.
I know, so that's what I was like, I mean,
That's
yes.
I was trying to
technically
figure out how
something
many I
that does
covered
happen.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like-
That's a lot of them. This is
I know.
honestly regarded by a lot of people to be one of the best written television shows of all time.
The live.
It has
No,
it has some of the best like character arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
they,
oh,
wanted to get it.
Did you
I
get
can't
it?
tell you they removed
I didn't get
Yes.
for
Yes,
the live action.
yeah.
They just
Yeah.
and we've met and talked to the actors. The actors, honestly, brilliant.
I met the
Love
actor
Azula.
who played Sokka.
Sokka.
Sokka is my favorite. I have like a talent crush on the way this kid can make his face look like a cartoon face.
100%.
It's
When they like
insane.
showed the original picture of him to be Sokka, and I was like, done.
That's Sokka.
I would kiss the person who cast this man.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like they couldn't
Casting
have done
10 out of
better.
10.
I got to do a brief interview with and tell him to his face, like, the way you can embody this
Character is
character
so
is
good.
insane.
Yeah.
Good work on that.
If only they
good
wrote some like stuff for them to do that
Yeah.
has
So he
like
gets to
character
chew a
and
lot.
writing and stuff.
Is that not
That'd be
enough?
great.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be really sad to get to lose, some of that, like, such impactful character development.
Nuance.
In
Yeah.
spite
Sweet
of
guys.
that, the live is entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I haven't watched the
Yeah,
last
it's
one, so I don't know.
like, I
beautiful.
don't think it's bad necessarily, like in the way like the original movie was bad, the original
God.
live action movie, or something that was just like arguably bad.
Yeah.
But it's like my parents would watch it and think it was good, but they don't know anything about the
It's-
source material, and they don't really pay attention that closely.
I've been
but-
able to extrapolate
Yeah,
a
just
good
because you're
amount
knowledgeable about storytelling and you would know.
of what
Yeah.
the potential that it had. There's, I'll be fully frank, we did a watch through before. We're doing it.
When it came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we're doing it now, like on camera, but we did it before. I think it's the next episode, actually, in our rewatch, episode 3, where I lost my marbles.
Yes.
3 or 4, and I was like, no, why is he fighting like this? Why is this way? Oh, he didn't want to use his fire because he's in the middle of the earthbenders. He didn't want to reveal that. Why do I have to figure this out on my own after the fact without it landing?
It's like
This is
with all
criminal.
shows like that, where you're trying to figure out like who's the audience the show is for. Is it for people who've definitely seen your source material, or for people who definitely have not seen the source
You know what
material?
the creators said?
And they always flux back and forth in that.
You know what the creators said?
No.
Is that they wanted to appeal to the Game of Thrones fandom.
What?
With Avatar?
Explain
With Avatar?
Explain that one to me.
Because Game of Thrones was successful, and that's
I was like, is that it?
Yeah,
That's
they
it.
just wanted to
That's
be
it.
successful.
No,
No,
But
no.
also,
the case.
that's what I'll talk about. Game of Thrones.
That's not the case. There's
Last
also
season.
incest.
That was the thing, but the game
Oh,
in
because
my
they changed the.
in my
secret
opinion, the
tunnel.
game
The Lover's Tunnel is now Katara and Sokka.
Hold on a second.
Hey!
What?
Hey!
Is that
the
true?
Lover's Tunnel is now explored by Sokka and Katara.
I didn't know we were in Alabama now.
Clearly we are!
Game of Thrones.
Incest City over here.
Oh,
But I'm also
okay.
under the impression that, like, okay, if we're saying this is for the Game of Thrones fan,
Oh, wow.
they're two
Yeah.
very different audiences, though, right?
Yeah.
One was a children's
I've never
cartoon,
seen-
and one was an
Yeah.
adult fantasy show.
I've never seen Game of Thrones specifically because it has a lot of content that I think I just would not enjoy,
Fair.
so I've never watched
I
it.
can never encourage anybody
And
to watch.
so I just
Game
feel
of
like
Thrones.
I would not put those in the same category. I know way too many people that love Avatar that would never watch Game of Thrones a day in their life. So it's
But
not
like,
really
if you love incest,
if you're super into
You're really
I
incest.
never
incest
hear those
and
words on this show
explicit
ever again.
scenes.
we accidentally
Never.
Oh,
Not
God.
only did we
Committed
watch
incest?
this with
What
each
are we
other,
going?
No.
Yeah.
No, we do watch a lot of
Accidentally.
shit with each other, so watching incest shit is already awkward.
I'm gonna try to bring y'all back.
No,
on
no,
track
no,
now and
listen.
away from
2
this
minutes.
subject.
2
Let
minutes.
them finish.
No,
Let them cook.
2 minutes.
they're
Not
not.
only did we watch this with each other because we're best friends and we're watching it together, and she didn't expect incest to be part of it
Oh, no.
because she
Because
has
why
seen
the
the
fuck
original.
would it be?
And I didn't expect incest to be part of it because why the fuck would it be? Our brother in the military, who we agree with on nothing, politically and in lots of other areas, happened to be in town that weekend, so he was also watching with us. So we got I'm not going to say the word, we got 3 parts
just-
Yeah.
of us being like,
Hey!
oh, that's...
I feel like I should.
It's like watching
Family?
anime with my brother, and something like that will come up, and
Oh,
we're like,
yeah.
this is weird vibes, right? Cool.
Don't
I'm glad
ever
we're
watch
both on the
Onegai
same
Twins,
page.
by the way.
No, I don't know that one. I
But
won't.
like 3 different of the siblings being like,
Hey, this is
there were
awkward.
so many reasons this didn't have to be this way.
I was trying to find my yellow and red cards, and I couldn't.
Fair.
I feel like I skirted that perfectly. But what I will say is all 3 of us were ridiculously unhappy about it
Yeah.
because who wants that?
Yeah. And then they just kept doing it the whole time.
Gross.
Well, if I needed
Gross
any
and weird.
other reasons to not watch the live
Just
action,
go ahead and
Just gonna
rewatch
delete
the
this shit.
animated. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
But
gonna-
yeah,
But the
yeah, if you're
act, like
jonesing for it, just
the kids
watch
are
the
so
source
good, and I
material.
want them to get good
The-
things.
Kids
Yeah.
are very, very
Yes,
talented. And that is our promo for our as of yet unnamed show where Cass and I are critiquing live action Avatar. We're trying not to just dunk on it because it has a lot that's good. For instance, the Fire Lord,
Sexy
Daniel,
Daniel Day Kim,
is the hottest man in the universe.
okay,
Daddy.
And shows
Scream
up
daddy
as the
vibes.
hottest man in the universe. Just he's the Fire Lord, and you just can't argue with it because you're like, hey, respectfully thirsty.
I mean, I will give points to a show if they have a hot villain.
Yep.
Yeah. At least, yeah.
Because then they've got something going for them, and you can see why people are following them.
Yes, for sure.
I could have called in sick for this show this week. I could
I
have
mean, I
played
didn't ask
Assassin's.
for you to be here.
I mean, I was gonna be
Yeah,
here
get
anyway.
fucked, Jason.
there are hot
could've been
women
playing
in it
Assassin's
too.
Creed, Chad.
There are
I mean, no, you
very
couldn't-
hot women in it. What was her
I
name?
would do it while y'all in a while ago. I
Ooh,
love that
Tamlin Tamita is Suki's mom. Absolute queen. Can get it
That's not
any
who I was
time of
thinking
day.
The former Avatar.
Ooh, Kyoshi.
Kiyoshi.
Kyoshi.
Kiyoshi is
Anytime,
age appropriate,
anywhere.
thirsty as
I
fuck.
feel like we're approaching like another hour of this show if y'all get started
Oh
on this.
yeah,
Queen.
yeah.
She can step
Lots
on
of
me
thirsting
anytime.
for
Stop.
all of the genders.
Just stop. Do we have anything else we wanted to cover?
No.
The
No.
opening of Last of Us 2 kind of
We're not
nailed
going to
it.
talk about that one.
Didn't watch it. I was a coward.
I'm just saying, just kind of nailed it.
We're not going to. No. we're not-
Kind of nailed
no,
a
no,
new
no.
vibe, a new story.
I'm not ready to talk about that right now. Just, I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed
They're
Shadows.
remaking Pride and Prejudice.
I don't think
Again?
there's a new.
It's gonna
Last
be a
of Us.
This one
TV
has zombies
show.
in it?
It's gonna be a TV show.
again?
It's gonna be excruciating.
That's the best.
Cool.
Do that.
Cora, is Devil May Cry just unhinged as you wanted it to be?
Ooh, it looks
Devil
pretty
May Cry.
cool.
So the Devil May Cry anime,
How good is it?
it feels like I'm playing the game.
Great.
Which is
I
perfect.
I haven't watched it yet,
The-
but I want to.
The
I s-
music is metal, as it
Great.
should be.
Love that.
Dope.
Dante is a loser, as he should be.
Love it.
The monsters all have cool designs, as they should.
Sounds great so far.
Almost cried when Kevin Connery spoke.
Get ready.
Expected.
Oh no.
No,
he is there.
I-
He will be. Oh,
I have
it's-
questions, but I'm not going to talk about them here.
alright.
Because
Dante
spoilers.
is kind of like.
I just wanted to throw in one last thing. The choice. I will. Would you mind if I spoiled the opening song?
Sure.
Song, fine.
Yeah, the opening song. Limp Bizkit's is truly the most correct choice for an opening song with Devil May Cry.
Is it?
Can't wait.
Yes.
Should I play the game before I watch the anime?
No,
Or am I
you don't
cool
need to.
go ahead and watch.
You can do it in either order that you wish. The games I will throw out for people that don't remember have a style meter for a reason. You get points for doing cool sword stuff.
Absolutely.
I did like when I was
should.
watching the episode, and sorry, because both me and my wife
should
grew
get
up
that
during that
real
time. And when Roland started, she just looks up from her phone.
My
She's
high
like,
charisma should get me
really?
some.
I was like,
Right?
Yeah, and it does.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
I just
the
love
game is
Johnny
great. I'm
Bosch's
excited for the show.
depiction of that character because he's just so completely unserious
he's
about how
just-
powerful he is.
Who?
Like Johnny Young Bosch.
God, he's just everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
our walls.
yes.
Right now.
Bosch, and that might
I
be the
mean,
best
that would be
last
fun,
name
actually.
I've ever heard. I have a one-sentence story.
Oh,
There's a new B-lister at WWE who goes by Shiloh Hill, whose real name turns out to be Thunder Justice Keck. Why the fuck is he going
I
by
don't even know who
Shiloh
this person
Hill?
is. And I follow WWE.
Thunder Justice.
Because it's too obvious.
I don't.
If
give
they had
it-
picked that, if they had gone by that name, everyone would have been like, "Wow, what a
What a tryhard.
what a stretch."
Drag queen.
Yeah.
Too
The most iconic
obvious-
drag queen.
Too obvious is not a WWE deal breaker. It's just not. She goes by
got-
the man.
Whoa.
And she
How can
is the
be-
man.
No. We already have the man
Yeah.
in WWE.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying too obvious isn't a deal breaker. The man
people are already
is
doing it.
perfect.
Yeah.
Becky
That's
Lynch.
perfect.
The Undertaker is not
The
a subtle
Undertaker.
name.
No, there's pretty much only one
Is-
person that could have made that good.
Yeah.
God,
So
and
if
It's also
you
WrestleMania
have
weekend, so
the
no
Also
one
can't get it
real
weirdly.
name, Thunder Justice.
I do understand the confusion, but I also, as someone who likes WWE a lot, am really happy that they didn't go with that because it's now funny.
I will hear
Yeah.
no defense of it. I will hear no defense.
Enjoy
I had
WrestleMania
a
this
friend
weekend.
named Cody Axel who wouldn't go by Cody Axel, who looked like a runway model, and I just will not forgive people
Keep
who
your cool
don't.
names.
Hey,
People
what's your
names.
second D&D character ever's name?
His
Why
name
don't we
is
have,
Axel.
speaking of wrestling, why don't we have the footage
His
of when
name
you
is
speared
Sonic.
me in the ring and I had to sell that?
Speared you in the
Yeah.
ring.
When you, like,
Oh, you had to sell it?
I mean, I
what
had
happened
to.
to kayfabe, bitch?
Ooh.
Did I spear him in the ring?
Okay, this is right up here this is right up when you mentioned bug bite. I don't like when y'all get too far into my.
I'm just looking into the camera like the office and
No, that's absolutely
We're-
fair.
Excuse
Fucking
me.
what happened to kayfabe,
We
Jason?
are modern wrestling fans, and we understand that it
No.
was all a stage drama.
No, we don't.
Yes,
Kayfabe
no.
forever.
You know,
Kayfabe
I,
forever.
Kayfabe
I will have this
forever.
no. I will have this argument.
You know
Look, you know what sucks about kayfabe?
You go
Is
to
what-
Ren Fair, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Kayfabe
you
is
know how
living in your character. That's
the
it.
performers live in their character throughout the entire fair? That's kayfabe, but
Okay.
for wrestling.
You know what sucks about kayfabe now? Is all the
Nothing,
older guys
it's
who get
perfect.
podcasts and then complain, no wrestlers do kayfabe anymore, while they literally bitch about it. I know you
I don't give a
did.
shit.
I don't.
Kayfabe forever.
No, it is a drama. I get it. Wrestling is not real.
Cora,
People are
you
fake.
raised your hand?
I would just like to say, kayfabe, no kayfabe, I don't care. As long as their entrance is flamboyant or as fun as humanly possible, I truly don't care. The Undertaker can walk for 6 whole minutes down that walkway,
Yes, he can.
slow as hell. I will eat it up.
And then
I wouldn't-
crucify the henchman
Yeah,
of Vince.
yeah.
Oh.
Like, I'm here for the drama
I have
of the
offline
entrance
stuff
and
for
the
that.
music.
Anyway.
My
That's
second
it.
favorite
All right.
ever, yeah. I think that's it.
Okay, we can wrap this up.
Alright,
Anyway,
anyway.
I would like to thank our. It never fails to have an unhinged show when they
Yeah.
come on, and I appreciate that every time y'all come on.
was there a second option?
No, this
No.
is
We
the
could have made it
only
weirder.
option.
I told Cass to baby bird me some drink into my mouth.
What the?
Not
No.
No,
What
you
is
No,
that?
right in the middle of this.
Go.
I'm not involved.
Go. We're not
Guys,
ending the show.
this-
until
no,
you-
no.
Monetize doesn't even begin
No,
to cover it.
no. We are stopping right here, guys. Thank you, Five Sided Fates, for coming on. We're gonna put all the links up there where they can go and buy tickets. Please buy tickets to FateCon. Come and play some D&D and have some fun. That's what this con is all about: having fun.
Yes.
And
Be my
I
friend.
enjoy the
Come
hell
hang
out
out with me.
Of course, still want to give a shout out to our buddy Danny Gallagher
thirsty.
and the Mocky Horror Picture Show. Their show coming up on 4/20 at the Texas Theater.
Is it?
Tickets are still available for that.
What are
Please-
they doing?
They are riffing Reefer Madness.
Yeah,
The original or the musical?
The original.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The musical's too in on the joke.
The musical slaps. I love it.
It's really
Go
good.
check them out. They put a lot of work into the show, and it's guaranteed to be funny. They are very talented in what they do. Anyway, that is it for us. Please go check out supercoolnerdshow.com. Follow us on all the socials at SCNS Live, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, and TikTok. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me at Jason the X.
You can find me on Instagram or Blue Sky at BetterCat.
Find me on Instagram and Threads at The Good Cast or on Blue Sky at Moon Pie.
Yeah, you can.
Womp womp.
You can find me.
No consistency.
Where we?
Guys, all of your links, please.
Yeah.
Okay. I am on the internet at Kyrie Celeste on Instagram
You
and
gotta spell that shit out.
Kyrie, like Kingdom Hearts. We all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know.
Kairi Celeste.
I
That was
type
instantly what I
it
put
at
into
least once a day, and I
everywhere,
still don't know how to spell it.
It's all vowels, as many vowels as I could possibly get into there. On Instagram, TikTok. If you want to see me turning a house into a fantasy realm, that's what I'm doing on TikTok. I just built a dungeon recently. It's great.
Nope.
I'm
Your
not
turn.
exciting. I'm at Little Jer Bear 47 all over the internet since 1999. That's me.
Props.
From Zanga.
Pre-Zanga. Original AOL.
MySpace. Oh,
And Cora,
I
where
had
can
an
they find
AOL
you?
away screen with all of the random misquotes from all my friends.
Yes.
And Cora, where can they find you?
We're old.
You can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Corodono Art. Also, fun fact, Zynga still exists, so you might be able to access your old account.
Oh, I have
What
some
about
terrible
Friendster?
poetry on there. Everyone should look it up.
Like,
And,
Ooh.
It's Little Jer Bear 47.
and fanfic.net
Please don't look up my whole
and
thing.
AO3.
LiveJournal. And AO3 is
Still
precursor to
archived
fanfic.
for-
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Anyway, guys, that is it for us. We will see you next week, and as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Now, how long can I make y'all hold it?
Just
You've been here before. How do you not know keep on nerding?
I don't. It wasn't.